Hello, Meoni here and welcome back to a quick video, this time looking at the changes to group pose in patch 4.4. So the group pose or Gpose feature, as many people call it, has seen some significant changes in 4.4 to make it a lot easier to get the shots that you want for your screenshots, or if you're a budding video creator but wants to get a perfect angle. You know, it's quite difficult unless you have tailored options, of which this patch actually provides. So one of the things that we're going to be looking at first is the actual Gpose settings themselves. Now this applies to both characters and of course minions. Now as you can see on this drop down, you can choose between walk forward, run forward, sprint forward, slowly strafe left, quickly strafe left, slowly strafe right, quickly strafe right, and walk backwards, meaning you can pan around and pause whilst your character actually goes in a certain direction. Previously this was not available, as any motion your character was performing prior going into Gpose did not carry on. In addition to this, if you actually trigger a minion action, i.e. /pet on a minion outside of Gpose and then go inside Gpose, you will actually have that minion action in there as well. Especially, for example, for my own use in my minion videos where I like to pan around a minion, it's going to be a lot easier to get minion actions recorded as opposed to trying to trigger that animation all the time outside with the perfect angle. However, it is worth noting that not all minion actions will work in this way, and some simply won't work at all. In addition to this, the next feature is the ability to press this time and day button with a lock symbol or an unlock symbol depending if you press it or not, and this will allow you to lock the exact time of day and indeed weather conditions when you enter Gpose. This will automatically by default be locked as soon as you go into Gpose. For convenience, you can unlock this to be updated with real-time effects of both weather and time of day, as you usually would before patch 4.4. This is especially useful if you want to get footage or screenshots, but you spend a lot of time framing these and tilting the camera and setting the camera up, or perhaps you want to go AFK for a few seconds. You don't want to be coming back to the game to take the perfect screenshot and notice that the time of day has shifted to night, which is one of the best features they could have brought in. One of the requested features that didn't make it into patch 4.4 was the ability to manually change time of day and weather, but I'm sure they'll add that in the future as that's a highly requested feature. Another addition was this construction paper 2 screen effect. This is, I guess, fairly useful for people who want this effect. Personally, I don't find many uses for this myself, since a lot of those sort of effects can be done much better in Photoshop in post-processing. However, for straight up image taking for PlayStation users, this is a helpful addition to the growing list of filter options. And that wraps up the Gpose changes for patch 4.4, and I can imagine that the annual screenshot contest will no doubt include this in future iterations. Let me know what you think about Gpose's changes below, what you personally would add to this feature, and I'll see you all next time.